Hey Tony, Heather, Mary, Barry, how you guys doing? I thought I was the only one who is up at this time. I guess you guys don't sleep. Heather, Mary, I can understand where you're from because you're not in the UK. You're somewhere in Trumpland. um, Barry, I think you're somewhere in the world. I don't think you're in the UK. I don't know if you're back in the UK. I think Barry, you're always traveling. You're always in some faraway land or something like that, showing off, and things like that. You know. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm not using my microphone, but I just want to come on for a few minutes because I came back from Grenfell Tower. Yeah, I came back from Grenfell Tower. Yes, I had to go down there. Hi, Buckler, how are you doing? I had to go down there. I had to go down there. Yep. You know when we have, well, I don't know, my throat is going on like that. I don't know if, you know, sometimes when you see these atrocities all around the world, you know, Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, and things like these happen regular all over the world. Some people are immune to it, some are used to it, some can't get used to it, but sometimes we somehow are desensitized because we see a lot of these things in the media. We see it on the news, and it is like just another one. And one somehow don't sort of understand. One somehow don't sort of understand exactly what's happening. You know, you don't understand it because you're not there. You know, you're not there. You don't understand it. You know, I'm trying to get the right words. You don't understand it. You think you understand it, but you're not sure. You know, it's like you have to be there, ladies and gentlemen. Like you have to be there to really understand what is happening. So I've been talking a lot about this atrocity in London, the Tower Block. I've been having discussions, and I've been talking about it in different. Maybe they don't want me to say what I want to say, but I'm going to say what I. This video, if you can. Hi, Shinade, how you doing? Please share this video if you can. If you can actually hear me, and you can hear me clearly, just give me a thumbs up. Say I can hear you clearly. Tony, can you let me know if you can hear me? You connect me on Instagram here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know. Can you dig it? Doesn't make sense, is it? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me online, on Facebook. Give me a thumbs up. Moral Harrison, I'm glad that you came on. You like to know what I'm going to say. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me on Facebook. Having some Wi-Fi issues here. It's a conspiracy. Something is up, ladies and gentlemen. Something is up. Can you hear me? Right. Today I went down to Grenfell Tower. Today I went down and I took a trip because I said I'm not going to talk anymore without actually feeling or sensing the vibes. Okay? Okay, you can hear me? Fantastic, you can hear me? I want to make sure that I can feel the vibes. I want to make sure that I can empathize. I talked about empathize the other day in a Facebook live discussion, but I said I want to make sure that I can somehow feel something. Somebody said when you go down there, you will you feel something, yeah. I don't know if you ever watch these movies, these American movies. They got these American movies that you watch, these American movies whereby you're on the train, you know, you're on the train, and then in the process of that, you see this big building and it looks very eerie. Sometimes you watch those zombie movies late in the night or so, and you see this eerie building. You see the ghosts looking out or something like that. Something very eerie. Ladies and gentlemen, I just feel like I don't believe in ghosts and stuff like that, but I just believe that tonight there are some eyes looking out. It's like they're crying out for justice, yeah? They're crying out for justice. I was listening to this lady. Tonight. And this lady came up on my timeline. And her name is DJ Aya. And she said something very profound. She said, why are they sending all these donations? It's not going anywhere. There are no victims. So why are they sending all these donations? Why have they got to keep saying stop sending these donations? Because what? Nobody, it's for nobody. Most everybody's dead. You know? I looked up at the building when I was on the train going to Latimer Road, and as I looked up in the building, I said, wow, it's completely burnt out from maybe 5th, 6th floor upwards. Completely burned out. A shell, a charred shell. You see all the people looking around, people standing around, people quiet. You sense this fury. You sense this quiet fury building. A lady came up to me and she said to me, are you filming? I said, I'm going to take some footage. She said, why? And I said, because I believe it is good to communicate and let people see and say, are you mainstream? And I said, I said, no, I'm not mainstream, but I'm going to be mainstream. You sense there's this mistrust for the system. You sense there's this mistrust for the government. You sense there's this mistrust for leaders. You sense there's this mistrust right now. You sense that it is like a rudderless ship without a captain, and it's not like a mutiny. It's not like a mutiny, but it's like the sailors and the workers organize themselves. You know, I spoke to persons who are there in charge of the donation center. You look at the walls where people are writing things, writing names. You look at the telephone booth where they got pictures. It's all organized. It's organized in a very strategic way. Self-organization. You sense like there's a ship which is no clear captain, but yet it is going forward with one agenda. And that simple one agenda is this. We want to know what really happened. Okay, we know what happened. The building got burnt down to the ground. And in the same time, we want to know who organized all of this. Who are the ones that put the plastic thing on the side? All these different reports for years, which has been sat down, government upon governments, ministers upon ministers. But one thing which I saw, which was lacking, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me on Instagram land, please share this. One thing I found which was lacking, it was like, and this, I'm ashamed to say this, but it's like a nation without leadership. It's like a nation without leadership. A complete lack of empathy. A complete lack of getting to understand the people. I'm sorry. This, you know, you can, you see, people like to feel special, right? And I don't care which political parties, you know, and people can politicize. I stand my ground still, and I say I'm not politicizing this issue. Whether people want to politicize it or not, that's up to them. But what I saw very clear, and maybe some people might say it's in the spirit or whatever like that, but I could clearly see this as a nation to a certain point which is without leadership, void of leadership, void of empathy, void of people standing in the gap for the people. It is more like, what should I say, lip service. The media, lip service. Listen to this lady. Listen to this lady. If I can get her to play.
Yesterday, I heard what happened, and I came down and I brought all my friends. People from all over the United Kingdom came, and we bought barrels and barrels of clothes, and we bought untold food and so much of everything. And I didn't want to watch the news because I didn't want to watch that my friends had died, so I didn't watch the news until I got back after 15 hours of being on my feet. I came back for them to say that there were 17 people dead. Have you seen the building? There's more than 17 people dead. And then I thought, where are the missing people? Where's the list of the 500 people that live in that building? 600 people that live in that building? Where's the list on the news? The list on the news shows about 10 people. Or 15 people. Okay, let's just say they show 30 people. Where's the rest? Where's the rest of the 500 people? Why is everyone walking around with missing on their... Where is everyone? Where are the victims? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing it? We're packing boxes. We're sending food. To who? They've died. So what they need to do is they need to pack these boxes and they need to sell them, not send it to Oxfam or Red Cross, because Red Cross and Oxfam are not here helping us. This is the community that are helping us. So you're going to send all this stuff to Oxfam and Red Cross, and they don't deserve it. The people that deserve it are the people that died in that building because they wanted to make it look pretty, and it's an inferno. They burnt them. It was gone in 5 minutes. From 15 minutes it took to burn. Who's alive? Where are they? Where are the victims? I haven't met one. I've been here for 2 days. I live here. I haven't met one victim. I've met volunteers and I've met people that want to help, but I haven't met anybody. No victims. None of the people that I grew up with. I can't find anyone. Where are they? Where are they? Go and sell it. Sell all the boxes and pay for the funerals, because there's going to be 500 funerals that you need to pay for. This is... I'm not doing it. I'm not volunteering anymore. I'm not volunteering until I see some victims that I'm helping. I came here to help people. Where are they? Show me one. Show me one person. Are you a victim? Are you a victim? Are you a victim? No one's a victim. Everyone's here to help. My friends, all my friends are coming down to help. Pack them boxes and sell them. Don't let them send it to Oxfam and Red Cross, who are not helping us. We have to pay for 500 funerals. Everyone's gone.
Do you think someone should be held to account for this?
Absolutely, the government. Whoever put that pretty stuff around there, that made it an inferno, and the reason that the fire brigade told them to stay in there is because protocol says stay in your apartment. You know why I say stays in your apartment? Because they haven't got that inferno. You know when you see a building and someone's had a fire, it'll be one window that's black, and that's the house that burnt, right? Right. But because they put an inferno, the fire went up, across, and down. They were trapped. How? Where'd they get out? You're in a building that's got a fire doing that, and they're telling you to go down the stairs, and they're trying to go down the stairs, and their feet are burning. So we're doing this for who? Who are we doing it for? Everyone's died. Where are they? Where are the people that I grew up with? Where are they? I don't know all these people.
Right. You can hear that. And that is just one conversation which I just picked up from Facebook on Press TV. But based on conversations that I've been having with people today, and many of them didn't want to go on camera, really, you know. Many of them didn't want to go on camera. So I had to be very sensitive with that. But a lot of people are saying, you know, lots of people are looking for people. And yet you hear 15 people died, 17 people died, 30 people died. But yet everybody's trying to find, where are the people? They've accounted for them in the hospital. Where are the people? What are those boxes? What are those donations for? What are those boxes for? I mean, she hit the penny on the head. What are they for? Who are they going to? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. But all I can see is like that building tonight is like hundreds of eyes looking out, crying for justice. The blood and the ashes of those people are on someone or on some people. And ladies and gentlemen, irrespective of political affiliations or whatever, we cannot let this drop. We cannot let this die. You know, we've got to find justice for those persons. Tonight, hundreds of eyes. Hundreds of eyes. I'm not into ghosts or whatever like that, but there are lots of people, bodies looking out. You know? Lots of people looking out. Ghost or whatever like that. Simply saying, we want justice. The country is void of leadership. Ladies and gentlemen. Angela Baptista, please don't bother with no Tory business or no politics business with you. I'm not getting into that. Just hear my heart now on this thing. The record stands. Yes, I'm a member of the Conservative Party. Cuss me, kill me, whatever like that. That's not my issue here. I don't want to politicize issues here now. Trust me. I don't care one hoot. Just hear me out. Nothing about, you know, what I'm talking about right now is that these people are dead. Alright? That's the fact. It doesn't matter if it's a Labour Party or whatever. The country is void of leadership. Empathetic leadership. Right? What you should be having is councillors, members of parliaments, House of Lords, whatever. Because this epitomizes something else than a terrorist thing. I don't know. It clearly epitomizes. It clearly, you know, guys, I mean, this is serious, you know, move to tears, you know. This clearly epitomizes injustice of the high. It's not like a terrorist going somewhere and bomb up somewhere, whatever. Like, we can clearly see where that is going, you know what I'm saying? But it is whereby people believing and trusting the system can happen to any one of us. But in the sake of cutting corners, profiteering or whatever like that, we have people dead. And it could happen to any one of us. Any one of us. So we declare, we've got to declare that we've got to get to the bottom of it. There's a lack of empathetic leadership. Something went wrong, should show families that is, you know, that's the same thing, Claude, what I was talking about, you know, is if there are 500, 600 persons in the place, we all get just before elections letters that shows that to say that who live in the property or whatever like that, and are you on the voters list? So therefore, the voting records, the voting records for that building can show, right, 600 people, 500 people, 400 people, 700 people, or whatever. Okay, you're going to have strangers or whatever. People might be subletting or stuff like that. These things do happen, whatever like that, you know. So you take a ballpoint figure. In any council building, any building where I work and stuff like that, every maybe a month or so, there's a fire drill. We say, oh no, it's a fire. Is that a real one? Is that a real one? No, it's a real one. Well, actually, it wasn't a real one. It was really a fire drill. And everybody come out, and everybody's ticking them off, ticking them off, ticking them off. I mean, isn't that in high-rise building? I don't know. Anybody live in a high-rise building? Isn't that in a high-rise building where they actually tick people off? You know? Isn't there? I was listening to a prophet named Sharon Stone. And she said, there's going to be some serious shifting. That's what Milgie is saying. Right? And guys, I'm saying, get ready for political leadership, man. Get ready to change the face of this nation. Get ready, get ready, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe there's going to be an emptying of Westminster. Right? There's going to be a shift, a complete shift. A complete shift. Because guess what? I believe, I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that the strength of a nation has a lot to do with the impact and the effectiveness of its leadership. You know? You're right, there's a fire drill and they come. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Claudia. There's a fire drill. You come out and you check, you tick off. So there must, come on, man. Okay, we cannot find the bodies because they're perforated, they're insinuated, sorry, not insinuated, they are, whatever the word is, you know, they're burned completely. We cannot find the bodies, but based on what we have, based on how much is in the hospital, based on how many is dead, based on how many that is living in the shelters, that mean to say 70 plus 20 plus 30, that mean to say we are missing 400, maybe 400, 500. Ladies and gentlemen, can you where I'm going from? You know? Something is wrong. And you know what is so, you're right, no mention of CCTV footage. And you know what also is this? This is something which I thought about. I was watching, I was looking at the building, and I post some pictures, you know. No activities. No activities. Maybe activities taking place downstairs on the ground because we couldn't see. Because police block off all the different areas so you couldn't really go in. Right? No activities. No activities going on. And you remember September 11? You saw Rudy Giuliani rolling up his sleeve, going down there, getting there. Every single day there were people working at Ground Zero. Right? You had the mayor, you had the president. And there was a USA, USA. You're not seeing that, man. You're not seeing, we're not seeing that here. We're not seeing a coming together, an openness. There's a secrecy, which is nasty. Something sinister. I don't know. But take a walk down there, ladies and gentlemen. just got on there. Something will change. I believe I left a part of myself there tonight. You know, I found myself right in the middle of a chanting, you know, a demonstration. Normally, one would sort of move away or run away or whatever like that. But I stayed. You know? See, if we don't do something, it's gonna keep coming back and bite us. The nation is lack of leadership. Empathetic leadership. I spoke about it the other night. Empathetic leadership. Lacking of empathetic leadership. You know? Okay, the Queen was there. Okay, Prince William was there. Okay, Sadiq Khan was there. Okay, the Prime Minister was there. Everybody got the boot. Everybody got booed or whatever. Something. Prime Minister got a lot of it. Bad advice, whatever. Crazy. But something which was lacking was whereby the people who are suffering felt so much that they were pushed aside. As lacking more than leadership, lacking humanity. Listen, there's a thing that says that a leader is not as greater than the servant or whatever like that, you know? And I don't know, even though I think I know. But I think we all know that something is fundamentally wrong. 4,000 high-rise buildings all over this country. Jovan Young, that's correct. Where were all the MPs? And I'm not talking about the MP for Kensington. I'm not talking about the MP for Battersea or the surrounding ones. Where are all the MPs coming down there, walking with the people, touching hands with the people? You know, where? You see, while the inquiries are taking place, while the deliberation, while the corporate manslaughter, legal wranglings are taking place, there's a fundamental thing whereby when you miss a boat, it's difficult to bring it back. When you miss that moment, a moment was missed, ladies and gentlemen. A key pivotal moment was missed to show empathy and to engage with the people of this nation. You know, a clear fundamental moment was missed. And no matter how much people are trying to catch it back, MPs, yes, they're having select committees and wanting what's going on, but I don't think that is that is not as effective as going down there and helping out. You know, going down there and helping out and touching, you know, what they say, touching hands, you know what I mean? Touching the people, feeling the people, understanding what the people are saying, you know? Listen, man, everybody's into career politics these days, and I'm trying to say, you know, that's why I say sometimes, guys, when we're having these discussions, sometimes, you know, I go away from it sometimes because I'm not into career thing, you know what I'm saying? I believe, you know, it's not about positioning for position, but it is positioning to be a saving grace, to be a light, to be an enabling assistance to someone. That's what I call effective leadership as. A lack of empathetic leadership in this nation. A lack of good leadership. lack. You know, Angela Baptista, please, for Pete's sake, get off this political thing. Stop politicizing the whole thing, man. I tell you, I'm not into that. Please, get off of that, man. Gosh. People are just so hung up into politics. So what if I say Corbyn or what that? Who cares? Gosh, man. We need to get off this partisan and this tribalistic politics. If somebody says something, so what? Okay, the Prime Minister didn't go there. Everybody's crucifying her. What does that do? What does that do? I'm sorry. I'm pissed off with this foolishness now, these silly discussions. You know, oh, that. Nenge in our ears. Gosh, man. Let us galvanize. And who don't like what I'm saying, you know, whatever. Galvanize, ladies and gentlemen. Galvanize. Position, strategic position in yourselves. Right? Strategic positioning. For the reality, no, I'm not a Corbyn fan. Okay? That's the reality. What does that make me a Tory boy? Who cares? I'm talking about some real fundamental issues here. Need to get to the bottom and to the root of certain things and deal with it. Right? That's all I've got to say. That's all I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to fundamentally hold our leaders accountable. But the most important thing I believe at this time, when you're seeing in the world a lack of leadership, a lack of empathy, the fingers should not be pointing at them. The fingers should be pointing at you. Because we have got to step up the game and position ourselves for political power, for political representation. Make no sense to be an armchair warrior or Facebook keyboard warrior, having a go at people. That doesn't affect the price of rice. It won't. It comes to naught. It makes no sense and it gives no gain. Politicizing the whole building being burned down, trying to gain some political mileage. It affects the price of rice in no way. They've got to be a corporate, united front. You know? And that's the key thing. A corporate and united front. Jovan, listen, you know my position, right? My position is this. It's not about Labour, it's not about Conservative or whatever. This is about leadership and this is about government. And yes, heads will roll, whatever will roll, and stuff like that. That's all I've got to say, ladies and gentlemen. Go down there, go down to the place, check it out for yourself, and feel the vibes, feel the love one another, you know. Why are there so many foreigners living in the building? Remind me somewhat of an immigration detention center. You know, on my you know, many other Grenfells are there. A question somebody put here is that why are there so many foreigners living in that building? It reminds me somewhat of an immigration detention center. On my neighborhood, in my street where I live, I'm a neighborhood watch coordinator, and we found out at one point that there was a particular house which was housing some ex-con. Being an ex-con doesn't mean say the person is bad, but at least you like to know that who are the people on the street, you know. And there was a fire, and as a result of the fire, found out that maybe one of the perpetrators was on our property, and so we went delve and found out that the council was doing that. You're right. What I found out there was that most of the persons we are missing, they are foreigners. And you just get that sense, ladies and gentlemen, and it has been said, people say it a lot, that is because they're poor, they're foreigners, They are maybe, what should I say, refugees seeking asylum. They want the building to be ripped down so they can build up this nice, you know, lovely corporate Westminster Kensington look, so it looks nice. That could be it. But guess what? Follow the money. Let's all follow the money. Get to the bottom of this. Okay? So what I'm trying to say, follow the money. Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm with you. You know? Yes. For the record, I'm in a political party. But it's important to get the feel of the people. And what I pick up today was powerful. And I'll be posting some videos and I'll be posting some pictures as well, so you can actually look at it. It's a big difference when you're very, very close proximity. Tonight, there are families who are looking for their families. But I believe also that there are families who are not looking out for their families because they died together. So like nobody's even looking for them. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense, but it just came to me that there may be people who are not looking for people because who they should be looking at, they all died together. And that's another thing as well. There could be somebody staying over. Don't know. But my guesstimate is this. There are some serious couple hundred people who are dead in that building. Right? I kid you not. And I let you hear what DJ Anna says. And she summed it up very well. Summed it up very well when she said it.
I don't even know who's a victim. I don't know who's here to help. All I can say is I haven't seen one victim. And if someone has to stand up and be the bad guy and be the voice, fine, I'll do that. I've got 23,000 followers on Instagram. My name's DJ Isla, and I'm going to promote it to everybody. I'm going to make everyone see. I'm not sitting here, oh, this is nice what everyone's doing. Yeah, it's great. But who's it for? Everyone's died. And no one wants to say it. Not the news. They don't want to say it. I had to hear a little kid say, my friends have died. Where are my friends? A little kid, 5 years old, 6 years old. Where are their friends? Everyone has died, and no one is telling them. No one is telling people. And we're all here bringing water, boxes, packing, clothes, this. For what? Where's it going? If I find out that this stuff goes to Oxfam or to Red Cross and it doesn't go to the families of that building, because we need 500 funerals paid for. We all went to bed. We all went to bed and woke up all right. They all went to bed and woke up with dead family. And there's a kid that got thrown out of a window. Who's paying for that? That person, that baby's mum who threw out the window. Who's paying for that woman's funeral? Who's paying for it? But we want to send boxes to who? 76 people. Okay, sorry. The 76 people, I think we got them. I think they're good. With everything that you've seen, 76 people. Cool. Okay, the 76 people are good. Where's the rest of the 500? Where are they? I'm seeing people walking around with missing on their piece of paper, but the news can't pick it up. I'll pick it up. DJ Isla is my Instagram page. If you want to find out, and if you want to help and find out the truth, go on my page and find out what really is going on. Because the BBC News and all the newsers that are reporting, they're not reporting the truth. They're not reporting the truth. And I'm sick of everyone not saying anything. Everyone doesn't want to. My friends are asking me like, oh, Nadia, are you at the centres? Yeah, I am at the centres. Please look for my auntie. These are my friends. Please look for my auntie. I can't tell her auntie. I don't even want to say it. I can't even say it.
Right? Okay. That's the reality. Okay? Oh, demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the UK, that is London, England, and that is one of the richest boroughs in the world, possibly Kensington, whereby people are shouting out there that we want justice. That's the reality. Sylbourne City Alive, coming to you, explaining some realities which is out there. Okay? And that for justice delayed, justice denied. We need to get to the bottom of it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, as I said, went there today, Grenfell Tower, drove up while I was on the train, the airy feeling, that sense of desolation, that sense of desperation, that sense of fear, loss. And I'm using those terminologies of what those people felt. Let's see if we can really get into the minds of those moments of desperation, going down the stairs and fire is on your feet, holding your child, burning alive, you know, jumping out of a building because the fire is too intense, you know. Anyhow, Tony, I think the Prime Minister, they have declared another 5 million as well, and there's also lots of other funds which have been put forward, you know, the Evening Standard, Bexley, some different organizations, a lot of people. Someone contacted me today from Turkey, wanted to know if they can get hold of Chelsea, Kensington and Chelsea. I said to her, I think they're hiding under the desk or something like that because the people are trying to run over them, you know, trying to see, they want to put on a concert together in I think in Istanbul to Samok. You know, there's this wonderful outreach, and you know whenever there is division, whenever there is a divisive force in everything, there's always a common denominator that can bring it together, ladies and gentlemen. A common denominator. And that common denominator which I saw, I saw Brixton Soup Kitchen, Kevin Bennett, Crystal Seeley, you know, I saw Lily Allen. She walked past me. I was trying to get a video for her to do an interview, but she put her hands up and something like that, you know. Saw different persons, the police, everybody. It's a united spirit, but there was also so everybody united in grief. That's the common denominator. And everybody united in anger or fury at the lack of information, the sense of feeling pushed back, not wanted, feeling rejected. People united in that way as well. The key thing in everything is identifying a common denominator in all things. And once you get that common denominator, it makes things much better. Okay? So, say a prayer for the families and those who are missing their families and those who can't find their families. And we just pray that God will bless them and keep them, and you know, may the Lord bless them, keep them, may His face shine upon them, and may He give them peace. And I bless you guys. I pray that the Lord bless you as well, as you just came on and listened. And that's it, over and out. And all the best. But if you have a chance, please go down there to Grenfell, Latimer Road train station. Don't be like somebody else who went to Latimer Road all the way in Forest Hill, Keem and Keisha. All right? God bless you. And thank you so much for joining. And it was a pleasure. And I'll be speaking more on this as time goes by. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Cheers. Tony, Instagram land. All the best. See you, buddy. Thank you. All the best, ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining. And what you heard was my heart. I just say, you know, forget about politics and all that foolishness there. I don't have the time for that. Just say it as it is. Okay. Bye-bye.